everybody. I am the MoeChicken. Welcome to my stream. So you might be asking yourself, Mo, that's not 8 or 8:30 Eastern Standard Time like you normally stream. What are you doing? Well, I will explain. I want to get a stream tonight because it's Thursday. That's always my stream night. But I was also I'm kind of working on something that I'm excited about, and so. Not to say I'm trying to get the stream out of the way so I can go back to what I actually want to do, but we're going to get the stream out of the way so I can go back to what I actually want to do. Anyway, hopefully it will still be fun. We are going to be playing, we're going to be starting Metroid II tonight, because I mentioned Metroid II is the only one of the sort of traditional sprite-based Metroid games that I have not played on my channel, and so I wanted to go ahead and do it. So let's get into it. Bleh. We go. Now, I should also say we are going to be playing this using my analog pocket, which is a Game Boy. It's a Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Gear, WonderSwan Color. It's like all kinds of handhelds in one, and it works pretty well. Although I'm missing a lot of the adapters to play some of the other games. Right now, all I can play is GB, GBA, and GBC, but. It's pretty cool. I'm happy with it. But let's get started. Let's see. Is there sound? Okay, yeah, there is sound. Is there a story in this? No? We're gonna play file 2. That's important. I'm gonna wait for a little bit. I don't actually know if there's a story or not. Oh, maybe? If there's no story, I can tell you the story, but... Maybe? Okay, doesn't look like there's a story. Doggone it! No. Quit game. I'm gonna have to delete save files apparently. Alright, this. Clear. There we go. Alright, we are Samus Aran. We have arrived on planet SR388. Which is the home planet of the Metroids. So, explain a little bit what's going on. Following the events of the first Metroid game, wherein the space pirates, led by Mother Brain, wanted to use the Metroids for attack galactic civilization, Samus fortunately was able to prevent their attack. But after that, the Federation was like, okay, well, these Metroid things are a problem. And so they tracked down where they came from, and they found out that the Metroids apparently originated from this planet, SR388. So since Samus was so far the only person who had had any success defeating them, they sent her to take care of it. And so our good girl Sammy here is here to wipe out all of the Metroids. As you can see down there, there are 39 out there that I have to find. Oh, okay, you started the Morphin Ball. That's pretty cool. So another fun thing about this game is that it takes place, since it takes place immediately after, it takes place immediately after the first game, but a lot of the things in Super Metroid were kind of set up in this game. Like you can see I can shoot down, that's a big change. Her suit is a lot more robust in terms of its appearance. From what I understand, the rationale for why, okay, so if you're familiar with Samus's old costume, or pretty much any of her costumes, she has kind of two costumes that are familiar. There's the power suit, which is what she's got right now, and then there's like the Various suit, which is the one with the big beefy shoulders. The only reason the Various suit looks the way it does is because the designers were afraid you wouldn't be able to tell the difference just looking at her. So for this game, they're like, okay, what's going to be on a black and white system? We need to kind of, we need to make it so that they can see the changes immediately. I thought that there was some way to look at her map, but I guess not. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so Sammy's here to try to beat all the Metroids and just erase the problem entirely. And hopefully she will find them. Now, fun thing about this, from what I understand, that's another reference to, hang on a sec. Apparently that's another reference to aliens. Because you may well know that you may well know that a lot of the things in the early Metroid series used the Alien franchise, the Alien movie franchise, as a sort of not reference, but inspiration. That's the word for it. And apparently, I'm not really that familiar with the Alien series, but from what I understand, the home world of the alien xenomorphs is also a planet that's just kind of identified by a designation, like SR388. I don't know what it is, but apparently that's the reason they chose to call the Alien or the Metroid home world just by like a code. It's a neat little thing. I do like the name like SR388 because I've always loved the Metroid series, and I don't know, I really like so many things about this series, and I have not played this particular game in quite some time. Like, I tried the remake when it came out. Honestly, I didn't like it that much, if I'm being honest. One of the things that kind of frustrated me, I didn't like the what was it, like the parry and like just short range melee attack thing where you're supposed to like whack people with the gun arm to do different things. I hated that. So it's like I just want to shoot them. And if I remember correctly, there were a lot of enemies that kind of required or expected you to use that. I also have not played Metroid Dread, which I don't know anything about it, honestly, other than that I think it was reviewed pretty well, but I never got around to playing it. But this one, I have not played in some time, but I have fond memory of it, so I hope you will enjoy it. So the first memory that always comes to mind anytime I think about this game is the first place I played this game. Namely, I played it on a road trip with my friend's family. We were going to Birmingham, Alabama. And I remember sitting in the back of the car. If you've ever been to Alabama, or if you've ever driven on the interstates in Alabama, you will know that there was nothing to look at. Oh my gosh, it's a Metroid. Oh no, it's a this. Oh no. So this game also introduced the idea that the Metroid form that we're familiar with, the little like jellyfish thing, is actually just like an egg or a larva. It's a very basic form. And so throughout this game, you don't fight these guys, you fight evolved Metroid. Very intimidating, very scary. I want those. I want those. I want that. Give me that. I want that. How do I get it? How do I get it? I want that. Give me. Give me. Oh, well, there we go. That heals that. Okay, so that's like a missile and energy recharge. That's pretty cool. I didn't remember this game had that. Also, you might have noticed that there was a big earthquake. Throughout this game, there's kind of like a central ascending chamber. Like a long central like ascending area. And you start off at the top of it, and as you defeat Metroids, for some reason, they are load-bearing aliens, and they drain some of, like, most of the thing is flooded with this toxic chemical. And as you defeat Metroids, you drain this large central area, and you can go deeper and deeper into the planet's surface. And that's kind of how the game like cordons off areas. This game is also a lot more linear than the other Metroids in the series, because I mean, it's a Game Boy game. They had to kind of make sure that they guided you somewhat. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you've ever been to Alabama on the interstates, you might know there's nothing to look at. It's flat. It's there's trees and flat land and not a whole lot else. So, the entire time I was on the road, I was a kid, and I was like, I want to play Game Boy. And the games that my friend had, he had Super Mario Land, he had Metroid II, and he had Link's Awakening. So he had a good selection of games. My friend knew where it was at. Those were some good, solid, original Game Boy games. But he also had like the manuals for all of them, and I remember I spent a lot of time just leafing through the manuals because when it was my friend's time to play the game, I didn't have anything to do, and so I just looked at the manuals. And so, like, I remember being really impressed with the art in the manual for, like, the various monsters. Like, there's this one robotic monster design that, like, has significantly influenced the way I've drawn robots throughout my life. So, I don't know. It's just cool to have little memories like that. So. What is this fish? What is this fish? There's like a fish crawling on the walls. I don't know what's going on. It looks like a fish, doesn't it? It looks like a fish to me. Yes. I like the fact that when they made this game, they oh, you see that stuff? That's the noxious chemical I was talking about right below me. So I can actually go in it. It just hurts. I don't, you know, I mean that might be a speedrunner thing. I don't really know, but I don't think you can actually like beat the game without, you know, draining the noxious stuff. So I think you pretty much have to do it. But yeah, we are here to drain the swamp and find the Metroids. The Metroids. I love the way monsters in Metroid look. They're just kind of like whatever a lot of the time. It's really funny. Like, these guys are just like flying pancakes with eyeballs. That thing back there was just like, I don't know, a monster from Space Invaders. You know, it's just like, they're kind of just whatever. I don't know, whatever you got. This guy, yeah, he just kind of looks like a Space Invaders monster. Oh, the music sounds different. Wonder if that means there's a Metroid nearby. Another interesting thing about this game is that, like, the Metroids really do just kind of show up wherever. Like, a lot of the time they don't even show up in boss rooms. They just kind of show up, you know, they're just there. It's just like, oh yeah, there's a Metroid now. Fight it. Oh, something else I should mention. Some time ago, back when I played Metroid Fusion, I had someone comment that I should try the another Metroid II remake. Oh, hello. Welcome to my stream. Good to see. There's a Metroid here. Somewhere around there is a Metroid. Good to know. Yeah, someone mentioned that I should try out the another Metroid II remake game. It's like a fan game. I pretty well support that. Like, I may actually play that sometime on here too after I've played the official one. Because I had a lot of fun with it. It's really well made. Like, it's super well done. But we're not playing it tonight. But I wanted to let people know about it. It's just called it's like another Metroid 2 remake, or AM2R. I think it's usually called AM2R online. It's solid. Fun game. Yes, hello, Soul Genetics. How are you tonight? Are you a fan of the Metroid? Were you drawn here by the allure of Samus returning? Because I totally understand that if that's the case. Yep, deadly pancake. Get out of it, pancake. Why? Oh, this thing. I remember the picture of this guy from the manual too, with his like weird, unbalanced eye sizes. Very strange. Very strange. I think one of the things I was so impressed with in that AM2R thing was how much they fleshed out like the world of SR388. Because I mean, like in this Game Boy form, it's fine, but there's not really a whole lot of explanation of where you are, what you're doing. But like, well, I mean, there's an explanation of what you're doing. You're fighting Metroids, but oh hey, okay, I did it. I killed it. Hooray! Was I supposed to do that? I just saw something and shot it. What is this room? There's nothing in here. Okay, see you later. Yeah, I don't know. They did a good job, like making the world of SR388 make sense. They also had like, you could find like logs of previous research teams who came to the planet before they sent. Oh, this looks like it's gonna be Metroid. Oh no, it's just it's this. 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. Oh, bombs. Whenever I hear that, I always think of the Edacoons making their noise. Their noise. Oh, get down there. Come on. I want that. I want that thing. I know how Metroid works. There's a way to get down there. I just gotta figure out where it is. I'll get down there. I want to get down there. Oh, here we go. Missiles! I kind of like that just goes... what was I talking about before? Oh, yeah. They have, like, logs that you can find in AM2R that kind of explain the previous research groups' efforts as they were, like, exploring the planet and were attacked by Metroids and such. It's cool. I like it a lot. I like lore and stuff in games. You know, I know some people are like, I don't want lore in my game. I just want to play the game. That's fine. You know, it's fine if you're not interested in that. But for me, it just adds so much to the game when you can, like, you know, learn stuff about the game world. I think it's interesting. So, whatever. All right. Oh, yeah, shoot at you. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I shot it before then. I'm glad I shot it before it shot me. Yeah. Oh, deadly pancakes. I want to say it's the case that in any area where you actually fight a Metroid, there are no enemies. Except for the Metroid itself. Not 100% sure on that, but that would be a good little, like, flavor thing if that was the case, because, you know, it would make sense. Why would any creature hang out by the Metroid? You know, they absorb energy and such. Well, you can't live next to that. It's dangerous. I want that. Spider Ball! Yay! Did they go back to... No, yeah. The Spider Ball showed up in again in... How do you switch to it? No. In, what is that game called? Metroid Prime, I think. Right? But I thought it visually changed your appearance. No? Hang on. How does this work? Not that way. Nope. Oh, there we go. You push down again. That's weird. But yeah, Spider Ball is pretty cool. It just allows you to kind of, like, you know, go along the rails. As long as you hold a direction, you just kind of keep going. It's really neat. There we go. Like, I want to say in Metroid Prime, they redid it so that you could only travel along certain rails. But in this game, I think you can pretty much travel anywhere that you can stick to. I mean, like, I think you can stick to anything is what I'm trying to say. Aha. So you can just explore. Look at me go. Look at me rolling along. I remember in wait, hang on. That looks suspicious. Aha, I was right. It is suspicious. I want to say in Metroid Prime there were, like, you know, I know that there were little logs that you could read of the space pirates as they were, like, just, you know, talking about various things. And I know one of them talked about, like, the space pirates trying to replicate Samus's power suit and losing a great many soldiers to the effort of trying to figure out how she does the morph ball trick. They're like, we lost a lot of people trying to figure out how she collapses her entire body into, like, a small ball and comes out of it again. You know, it's like, we don't understand how this woman does this. We will figure it out. That was actually one of the things I thought they did really well with Metroid Prime, is expanding on the universe and kind of talking a little bit more about who the space pirates were. Because, you know, first of all, in the first Metroid, we didn't even see the space pirates. You know, they didn't even show up. Oh, I see you over there. Can I just shoot you? No. You have to be active. Did it. What was I talking about? Space pirates? Yeah. We didn't even see them. And actually, if a while back, I played that that Metroid text adventure thing, and in that they have space pirates, and they're just like human in that. It was very strange. This isn't something special? This looks special. There's like a little ledge up here. What's this ledge doing here? The hey? I don't know. Wait, could I go up there? Hang on, let me go back. Going back. And then in Super Metroid, we saw space pirates, but they were just kind of like bug people, you know? And they didn't really look any different from like any other aliens. Like you had the key hunters in that game too, who were just like regular aliens. They weren't even space pirates. So, I don't know. That like you didn't really get the impression that the space pirates were like an intelligent force in the earlier games. But then in Metroid Prime, they're like, no, they're smart, they're scientific, they're organized, and all these things. And it's cool. I like that. I like that little bit of world building. Because again, as I said before, I like lore. I think lore in games is cool. Let me go up there. What the heck? Ah! This way. That way. This way. Climb! I don't want that. Yeah. Rep. Oh, what's the point of going up there? I wonder. I really like that noise for like getting a missile. It sounds very intimidating. It's like, you got a missile. Are you ready? Are you ready for the missile that you acquired? I don't know, man. Sounds scary. Do I want a missile? Alright. Is there anything in here? No. No. There is not. Neato! Glad I showed up. Whatever. It's not important. Not important. Deadly pancake monsters. Look at them go. Now, I saw that this game came out in 1991. I believe Super Metroid came out in 93, I think, something like that, 93 or 94. I remember thinking that it was a later SNES release than I realized when I found out when it came out. So, there was that. But I wonder how much of Super Metroid was planned when this game was being developed. Like, I don't know if they were like jointly developed, like at the same time, or if they were developed far apart. I really don't know. Oh, this was the bomb, wasn't it? Okay, I already got this. Now, something else about this game, it's worth knowing, is you don't want to, you don't ever want to leave Metroids behind. So, like, I don't think there are too many places where you can leave Metroids behind, but you got to make sure you kill all of them before you move on to the next area. Because otherwise you'll be stuck with a situation where you have to backtrack to find a single Metroid. That's a nuisance. You always want to kind of explore every area thoroughly before you move on. Also, you'll get missiles, and they'll have an incredibly intimidating sound when you receive them. You got a missile. Just doesn't feel like it fits. I don't know. It's funny. Whoop, found the secret. Hang on. Oh, I'm here again. This is where the That's where the spider ball was. What's the point of that? What's the point of bringing me back there? I don't understand. I want that. Ow. Ugh. Ow, stop. I can't actually tell if my energy tank is full or not. Like, it's kind of a darker color, so I'm not sure if that means it's not full. Not super sure. Ah, oh, come on. Lame. Back I go. Back I go. You got a missile. It kind of looks like the morph ball is cracked, doesn't it? Like, I know that that's just supposed to be like a texture mark to indicate that, like, she's, you know, balled up in there. But it sort of looks like it's like a cracked morph ball, which I find a little strange. What's over here? Oh, haven't been here. What do we got? Oh, the ice beam! Nice! Very valuable when dealing with meteoroids. They can be a lot of trouble, don't you know? Problematic creatures. Yes. Alright, sleep. Ice beam, yay! Doo-doo! Doo! Now, fortunately, in this game, you don't have to get what I used to call the long shot, namely the thing that, like, makes your beam go all the way across the screen. That was kind of a dumb thing. I'm glad they got rid of that. You know, it's like, why wouldn't you want your shot to reach all the way across the screen? I mean, I guess you can shoot faster if it doesn't, but, you know, they could solve that by just allowing Samus to shoot faster. You don't need to invent an entire beam just for the ability of your shots, you know, not tapering off after just a short distance. So, glad they got rid of that. Flip. Alright. Yeah, what's up here? Anything? Nope. Okay. Back we go. Alright, question time. Who out there has played this in its original form? And who out there has played this in its remake form? As I mentioned earlier, I have not finished the remake, rather. I played it a little bit when it first came out, and I was like, I don't know. But I am curious what people think. I would be especially interested to find out someone who has played both and has opinions on the comparison of the two. Because I cannot compare them. I only know of the one. I am very happy that a lot of, it seems like a lot of companies recently have been into like a lot of the older companies have been into re-releasing some of their older, like, 16-bit era games in a way that modern gamers can play, because there's so many good games that you just, you know, you really can't get your hands on them anymore. So it's cool that people are able to play them. What's going on? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess the idea is that place we were just in is like this. It's like a temple, and like we entered a temple to fight those things, and now we're back outside of it. That's pretty cool. I like that. See, that's like a thing that, like, you might not notice, you know, immediately if you're playing the game. You might just like, oh, okay, now I'm in the place with the bricks. I'm now in the brick area. But I guess they intended for you to notice that this is like a different environment. It's kind of cool. Keep me stuck to the ceiling? Yeah, I wanted to check this. Let's see. Nope. Nope. Oh, this looks suspicious. It is not. Got it. Okay, back up we go. Alright, so where have I not gone? Ow. Guy, stop. Ah. Screw you, dude. Curse you, pancakes. Curse you and your floppiness. Your floppy ways. You and your flip-floppiness. Why do you do this thing? Down we go! Okay, well, that worked. I gotta say, the game's very responsive. Like, there's a little bit of a lag when she jumps, but for the most part, it's, like, really playable. Oh, and one thing you do have to do a lot of is what I'm doing right here. You just kind of have to like scroll along the ceilings and stuff and like, is there secrets here? Is there treasures? Treasures? Do treasures lurk here? I wanted the treasures. Treasures? Treasures? Aha! It's a that. Gotta get it. Oh, it's just a missile refill. Well, that's something, I guess, but I was kind of hoping it was something more interesting than a missile refill. Blip. Nope. So the way these guys are like flitting around, I kind of figure like at least one of them would be hiding like a secret area, but... Well, there's an energy refill. It's useful. Looks like that my energy tank is full. Good to know. Anything in here? Anything in this cavern? It looks like it's a big no. It's a big old nope right there. Oh, that's cool. And yep, okay, we went all the way around. Right? Huh, right? Yeah, this is where that Metroid was. Alright, well, we explored. That's important. Let's head back. Briefly on the subject of, I guess, horror movies. That noise I was just making was a reference to the sound whenever Scissor Man shows up in Clock Tower. Which, if you didn't know, I did a stream of some time ago. It was a Halloween stream sometime. I think not this year, but last year. And some out there might be aware of the notoriously bad Friday the 13th game for the NES. I've seen multiple YouTubers try to play it and not succeed. The other day I was like, I want to try it out. Let's see what it's like. And I learned things about it. I did not beat the game, but I did get to second Jason. It's like I want to say that there's 6 days overall, and it may not sound like much of an achievement to get to the second day of 6, but I was very impressed with myself. And there's like all kinds of stuff in that game that, like, if you don't know, like, I imagine the people that have a negative opinion about the game probably don't know a lot of those little tricks that I learned, because they make the game a lot more playable. Like one basic one, for example, is that you can switch counselors on the fly. I had no idea you could do that, and most of the people that I watched online didn't imply that they knew that you could do that either. But yeah, you can actually swap your characters around, and in doing so, you can manage the fight against Jason a lot better. I also figured out how like the dodge mechanic works, and with that, you know, the game's again a lot more playable. So just little things make the fight against Jason easier. Although truth be told, I have never watched a Friday the 13th movie. Never seen even the one. Not my kind of thing. I don't like scary stuff. I'm a chicken. What can I say? Alright, well, I gotta clear this out. Hang on, we gotta clear this out. There might be treasure. I'm gonna clear this out now. Oh no, it comes back. Ah, it comes back as soon as you go off the screen. Oh, it's even more annoying. No! Now! Is there treasure? Are there treasures? Treasures! Treasures! Anything? Blip, blip, blip. Blip, blip, blip. Does not look like. Okay. Well, the magically reappearing sand can just, you know, do its own thing, because I have to go and fight myself some meteoroids. Must fight the meteoroids. Yep. Imagine there's one somewhere over. Yep, there's another husk. Another shell. Which means that somewhere about is a Metroid. Oh, there's a second shell. Okay. Lots of shells. Alright, well, I guess we found a hive of Metroids. Somewhere around here. Betcha he's here. Betcha he's here. Huh? Metroid? No? Okay. Oh, there it is. They're kind of weird to fight, like, in their early states, because they kind of, like, just float around strangely. They're not super duper dangerous, because all they can do is kind of move towards you. That's the only trick they have in their arsenal, but the way they fly is odd. And I think it's because, unlike some of the other monsters in this game that fly in, like, a regular pattern, they're supposed to be kind of be able to go wherever they want to. And I think maybe the Game Boy had some sort of limitations regarding that, so they kind of float oddly, but what you gonna do? Gotcha. What was I gonna say? Something? Forgot. Oh yeah, so here's a question. The Metroids in their non-larval states haven't really come back very much since this game. The only place I can think of where you see non-larval Metroids is in Metroid Fusion at the very, very end. Other than that, they're always the little floating jellyfish guys. I guess that's just a more iconic look, but I don't know. It's interesting that that Nintendo hasn't been like, yeah, we're gonna make like weird exotic Metroids. Although again, haven't played Metroid Dread, so maybe they show up there. I don't know. I have no excuse for why I have not played Metroid Dread, by the way. I have it. I've had it for a while. I just never got around to playing it. Hey, man. Did it. It's kind of hard to believe that there are only 34 Metroids on the entire planet. Also, you know, like, why are there so few? Oh, it's shaking. Okay, so that is a good sign. That is a good indication that we've gotten all of the Metroids in this area, and we can now move forward with confidence. Hooray! Ow. Get out of it. It's like that stuff from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, the flashy coral. Hate that stuff. Unrelated. Some time ago, speaking of my playing like NES games that I think of are as notoriously difficult, you know, when I'm looking for NES games at like game stores, I will sometimes look for like ones that I know have like a reputation. Sammy, come on, what are you doing? And so I've got like a couple of the sort of hard ones. One that stands out is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1. Now, I actually played TMNT 1. I have memories of playing that with a friend when I was a kid. And I never beat it. And so the other day I was like, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try and beat Turtles 1. There's a part near the end where you have to fight the Technodrome, and I still have no idea how you're supposed to win. It like I tried it multiple times and I was like, I don't know how you do this, because it didn't seem like it was doing damage. Like it didn't like. So what you do is the Technodrome, if you're not familiar, is like a giant tank, I guess you could say. It's like a giant round tank with an eyeball on it, that the foot soldiers come out of. And in the game, it's got like a huge, what looks like a trident on the front that shoots like lasers at you. And like, it just kind of slowly moves towards you and then stabs you with the trident. Like, I didn't know what I was supposed to do. I just kind of like, and I was attacking it, but it wasn't dying. And then the trident stabbed me and I lost. And Turtles 1 is kind of a little annoying in that you've got all 4 turtles and you can switch between them at any time. But if any one turtle falls, you have to kind of like, it forces you to exit the area and you have to try again. Whereas if you just swap between them while you're fighting, you can kind of like, you know, stay in the area you're in. I don't know. It's a little thing, but I have no idea how you're supposed to beat the Technodrome in that game. That was as far as I could get. And from what I understand, that's actually close to the end, too. So I was especially frustrated that I couldn't move forward. Another game that I have been trying to beat, another game for the NES that I've been trying to beat recently is Double Dragon. And I've gotten pretty reliable at getting, like, Double Dragon, if you didn't know, only has 4 stages. But you've only got 3 lives to beat the entire game, so it's kind of high stakes in a lot of ways. And I've gotten to the point where I can get to the 4th stage pretty easily, but there's like a trap at the very beginning of the 4th stage where like these like pillars come out, like it's like a brick wall, and at seemingly random intervals it'll kind of like just jut out towards you, and if it strikes you, it does damage to you, as you might expect. But from what I could tell, there's no like pattern to the way they come out. They just kind of like just pop out at random, and so if you get a bad run, you just kind of die. And that like the last time I played, I had 2 lives when I got there, and I lost both of them just trying to pass this one trap. Whereas the time before, when I had gotten there, I had 0 lives and I managed to get past the trap. So I don't know. It was very frustrating. Or I had like my life counter was on 0. I was on my last life, in other words. I was very miffed. I was very miffed because I wanted to beat Double Dragon. And it's especially frustrating since the trap is at the beginning of stage 4. It meant I couldn't even really try stage 4. I just died as soon as I got to stage 4. What are these butt monsters? It looks like a head facing down and like a butt on top. Can I stand on it? Yep, I can. Oh, all right. Well, okay. All right, so it's like a. I guess this is here to let you know what these things do before you actually have to deal with them. All right, cool, got it. Yep, Metroid. Hey, man, get out of it. Get lost, you Meteoroid. I will destroy you. Hooray! 33. What else is going on over here? The passageway continues. Let us figure out. Oh, hey. Look at you. Hello. Hello, little friend. Ah, okay, so we found more ruins. Neato. Neato. Ah, let me move. Sometimes the spider ball just doesn't seem to work. Like, I go into spider ball form and then I just kind of sit there. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess these are probably supposed to be Chozo ruins. Because if you didn't know, apparently the Chozo actually created the Metroids as an artificial life form that would be able to fight against the X-Parasites. Because the Chozo realized that the X-Parasites presented a considerable danger to the universe. And so like, okay, well, we need something that can handle the X-Parasites. They found like, you know, they realized the X-Parasites were kind of free-floating and could change forms, so they needed a monster that would be able to always attack them. So they made it so that the Metroids, you know, consumed energy to survive, and they made them like free-floating so that they could attack at any height or range. It's interesting. It's like a prime example of a situation where, you know, good intentions have gone awry. Like the Chozo meant for it to be a positive thing that they made these Metroids, and then, you know, once they got out, they caused a problem. Oh, hey. Oh, I remember this thing. I remember this thing. I was talking earlier about the manual and how I used to love reading the manual for this. This guy, I actually made like a little version of it called the MoeChicken. I don't know why I called it a MoeChicken. It didn't look like a chicken, but yeah, it was like that thing, and it had legs. It's pretty much all there was to it. It was just that monster with legs, but I was very proud of it at the time. So there you go. Right, up we go. Ah. Go. What is this music? It's like... It sounds like something's jumping constantly. Oh! Oh no! It was still in its larval state. I interrupted it in its larval state. Yay! So it's interesting. This appears to be a standard like Chozo item room that there was just a Metroid in. Huh. Weird. Where am I now? Okay. Oh, keep exploring. Oh, found something. These guys. Stop. A bunch of them. Treasure? Maybe? I hope so. Yay, treasure! What are you? High jump boots! Lovely! Yay, I can jump higher. I've got the ups now, baby! Yes! Oh, nice. Whoa. Kind of jump a little bit too high, honestly. I'm a little bit out of control as I'm doing it. Oh, I was probably supposed to spider ball. Right, spider ball. Right. Kind of keep forgetting I have it. No. Ah, doggone it. No. There we go. Climb! Do-do-do-do-do. I'm glad I found that. The benefits of careful exploration. Make sure that you don't miss out on the importance of nice new sneakers. Oh yeah. I want the new sneakers. So good. And now I can just jump up here. Hooray! The one thing I will complain a little bit about with the Analog Pocket is that you can't really define your own color schemes. And in that regard, it's still not quite as good as the Super Game Boy. Oh, I froze its shot. Huh. It's interesting. But they do have different color schemes you can use. So let's see. Let me show you. Let's see. Settings, systems, GB, video. So yeah, we got like grayscale, mint, blue, green, and purple. And they've got an option down there to customize in the future, but from what I understand, they're still working on that feature, so I guess it'll be uploaded later. We'll do mint for now. I like mint. I like the word mint in general. It's a lovely word. Mint. Delicious mint. Oh, I want that. How do I get over there? Oh, do I get to the energy tank? I want it. How do I get over there? Maybe I come from the other side? Let's go try. I don't even know how to get around to the other side from here, but... Huh. Oh. It's really silly that you can freeze their energy shots. Some things I can understand being able to freeze, but freezing a fireball seems a little strange. What is this here for? Hang on. There's a secret here? No. Okay. Well, I tried. There's a secret down here. No. Oh. Doggone it. Yeah. Okay. Paul? Alright. Let's keep looking for stuff. Oh, this place again. Nope. I don't know if I can do that or not, but I guess I can just roll. Come on, come on. It doesn't. Sometimes it's just like, nah, I don't want to work. back up we go. Up the tube. Up the long tube. All right. Let's keep exploring. Oh. Hello. What are you? Alright, see you later. I don't know what that was. A weird plant, I guess? Another one. It's down here. Yeah? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Shoot. Alright. Well, there you go. Crap, how much did I lose? I bet I don't have the high jump boots anymore. That doesn't look like I do. Dang it. Nuts. This game doesn't have, like, I guess it doesn't have low health beeping. And so I didn't even realize my health was low. Nuts. Ow. Flip. Boom. Doodle-doo. Oh no. Got he. Alright. Well, let's go get the let's go get them high jump boots again. Nuts. That's unfortunate. We are falling down the tube. Well, now I feel like I probably should have been able to get that, that energy tank I saw, right? Maybe I was supposed to be able to get that. Is there perhaps a hidden way in here? Aha! Yaha! What's this? What lurks within? Oh yeah, here we go. Energy tank, baby! Got it! Awesome. What was I talking about earlier about the benefits of proper exploration, and then I missed a major item? Whatever. It's fine. I found it eventually, right? Yep. But yeah, speaking again briefly about this analog pocket thing I'm playing on. One of the exciting things about having this is that I can attach it to my streaming equipment, as you might guess from the fact that I'm currently streaming it. And so I will now be able to potentially stream handheld stuff, like all kinds of handheld stuff. So it opens up a vast array of potential for us. I'm very excited about that. Hopefully it will result in some fun handheld gaming in the future. Handheld game streaming, I guess. Ow. Don't do that, though. Bye bye. Okay. And so, speaking of, if there is anything you would like to see me stream that is of a handheld nature, by all means, please do share. Always accepting requests. No guarantees I'll follow through with requests, but I'm always accepting them at least. I will always listen to your requests, even if I don't, you know, do your requests. But I appreciate the feedback. If there's anything you would like to see. Oh, unrelated. How is... Oh, I guess related since it's feedback. How's the audio? Hopefully things are sounding good. This is again my first time using the Pocket for streaming, and so I'm not really sure how it will sound for y'all. But hopefully it sounds good. I like how when I jump with the high jump boots, it makes kind of like a bleep, 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 bleep noise. It's like, look how high you're jumping! Oh my gosh! Air Jordans are real! Sounds good. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Also, hello. Rain SRX. I did not know I had someone else here. Thank you for joining. I hope you're enjoying the return of Samus. So in other news, I think I've mentioned this numerous times on my streams. I've been working on a sprite set for Samus from Super Metroid. I finally finished it. I'm very happy about that. It has been a lot of fun seeing, you know, a character I designed in a game I'm really fond of. You know, it's like I've got one for Link to the Past now, and now I've got one for Super Metroid. So really excited about that. I still have some more things I want to do, though. I was browsing the Metroid construction forums, which for anyone out there who is interested in modding anything Metroid related, it's a great resource for that. There are a lot of people there, a lot of different tools there to use and stuff like that. So, a little shout out to them. But I would like to modify the ROM further to remove as many references to Samus or rather, let me amend that. Change as many references to Samus as I can to Maria, who is the character, you know, that I'm using as a sprite, so that I can like kind of completely change it to Metroid Maria version. You know, it's like I want to kind of make a Maria version of Metroid. And so I got to do things like I want to try to remove the what do you call it? Oh, I get, this is fine? I'm fine with this? Oh, I thought this would hurt me. No, I guess not. I want to change like the status screen. I want to change the opening sequence pictures. I want to change the ending credits sequence thing. A bunch of little things that I'd like to try and get done, but I need to know more about the game before I can do that. All I can do right now is replace the actual Samus sprite, which is still exciting. Don't get me... Oh, hello! Hang on. Still exciting to be able to do that, of course, but I want more. I'm greedy. I want more. Now that I've done one thing, I want to do more things. For I am human, after all. And they've been giving me advice about it. That's not actually the thing that I said I wanted to do the stream so I can get back to. That's something else, but I also need to take care of that as well. So lots of projects, Too many projects, as usual, but, you know, such is life. Such is the life of a creative, I suppose. Hey, where's your thing? Where's your thing, buddy? He's just for show. This Chozo is just here to show off. Bloop. Oh. Yeah? This is where they manufacture them, I guess. Like, do you want lots and lots of Chozo balls? It's kind of silly. There's just like a stockpile of them. Why can't I blow up this one? Is this the real one or something? What's going on here? Yeah. Ah, sweet, the various suit. Yeah, see, she's bulkier now. They did that so you could tell you had the upgrade even if you didn't have color. It's clever, right? She has big old shoes in this version too. Look at the size of her feet. Girl's got some big feet. Look at them big old feet clumping around. You got Mega Man feet in this game. Awesome. I got the various suit. It's great. Side note, fun little piece of trivia. Did you know that the various suit was actually originally supposed to be called the barrier suit? And in fact, it is called the barrier suit in the original US manual. But in the game it was changed to Varia, or in subsequent games it was changed to Varia, and it just kind of stuck. But yeah, it was originally supposed to be the barrier suit because it was supposed to protect you against it was supposed to reduce damage and protect you against heat. Although I don't think it really did that in the first game. I think it just reduced damage. It did let you walk in the marinara sauce though, so that's something. Which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should go back and watch my my playthrough of Metroid 1 that I streamed some time ago, where I talked about how all of Planet Zebes is actually one giant Italian restaurant filled with olive oil and marinara sauce. It is important to know that. All those bubbles, they're just there because you're tipsy on the wine. Kraid and Ridley were just there to get dinner, and then Samus showed up and she's like, "Ah, evil space pirates!" And they're like, "Lady, we're just here to get some food." Kraid's like, "I've been eating breadsticks all night. Come on, give me a break, lady." Samus like, "I'm not gonna take it. No, you must be defeated. You're bad guys." Like, who are you to call us bad guys, lady? Huh? Look at me go! Oh, I think something up here. What's this? Are you secrets? What ho? Oh, there's something above. Something above. Something lurks above. What could it be? A Metroid. Alright, well I had to come up here anyway. Get out of it. Get lost, dude. I kill. I kill. Yeah. Done and done. Ow. Just jump straight into some spikes. So it was like, maybe if I just jump into these spikes, something will happen. Ah! I was just about to say she's not known for her brains, but I actually always sort of thought of Samus as a smart woman. Is that weird? Like, does anyone else feel that way? I just like, whenever I think of Samus Aran, I always think she's an extremely capable individual. And part of capability in my mind is, you know, intelligence. So I tend to think that she's a very capable, intelligent woman. But I don't know anything about her, really. I have not played Metroid Other Rim. I briefly started it, and it's another situation where I was like, I don't really like the controls in this game. And so I just kind of like lost interest in it. They also did something weird with her suit. It was more like angular than normal, if I remember correctly. Like, it was very like pointy, and I was like, that's not how it's supposed to look at all. And I was like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I should play it at some point though. I should play all the Metroid games at some point. Since I like the series so much, but I liked Metroid Prime a lot. I was considering playing that on my channel at some point too. But I only ever played the first one. I didn't play 2 or 3. What are these things? Go away. Whatever you are. This is like a weird plant that spits out bugs, I guess? Can I kill it? I don't think I can kill it. Yeah, it just kind of spits out stuff. There it is. It's like spore spawn. It just kind of spits out junk. Whatever. Two, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's this. Stop that, dude. What am I supposed to do here? Can you kill this thing? Is this a thing you can kill? Am I doing anything to it? I don't feel like I'm being very productive here. Oh, there we go. Oh, you can hurt it. You hurt it with bombs. That's interesting. Okay. Ow! Stop it. There. Oh, spring ball. Nice. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I can jump now. Hooray! Hooray! Well, based on your rapid response, Rain SRX, should I assume that you are one who plays this game? Ow. Stop. I'm always eager to find out that people have played or are fans of games that I play on my channel, because I know I play... Ow, stop! I know I play a lot of strange stuff. Or stuff that doesn't get played as much, so... Are you a fan? Please let me know. I'm eager to find out. Die, pancake monster. Ow. My body. Ow. Stop. Just taking a lot of hits for no reason, really. Played it when you were a kid. Awesome. I also played it when I was a kid. I do enjoy it, and I have not played it in some time, as I said earlier, so. Did you play the remake? What was it? Was it 3DS? I think it was 3DS. One that came out not too long ago. No? I understand that. Ooh. Save here, I guess. Have you played other Metroid? Like, was this the only one that, like, did you just happen to have this game, or are you like an ardent Metroid fan, or anything like that? Also, do you want, if you don't want to talk, tell me to shut up, and I'll stop harassing you. I just like whenever someone's around here, I like to talk to them. So, I like to be, have conversations. I think it's fun. Is there a Metroid here? Metroid, are you here? Are you here, Demetro? Yep, there's a shelf. Hey, Cyber! Welcome, welcome! Good to see you, bud. We's a playing Metroid II, The Return of Samus. Ah, hello! Nope, that's not it. Wait, is that supposed to be there? Ugh, get out of it, you! Go! Death! Death to you! Gameboy got bundled with his game. Oh, did it? Okay. Well, it's a good one. It's a good one to get in a bundle. I didn't get my first Game Boy until the Game Boy Pocket came out. So the first Game Boy game that I had was Game & Watch Gallery, actually. Good. Oh, I see him there. I see you over there, hanging out in the sand. The weirdo. What are you doing over there? He's like, oh no! Ooh, it evolved! Oh, snap! So this was the other like big scary thing in this game, is that the Metroids will like evolve as you move forward. Now it has like an attack other than just bunching into you, or other than just bumping into you. Yes. Now they can get stronger. Oh, nice. Oh, hooray! Very nice. Yeah, Happy New Year, Cyber. It's good to see you. Hope things have been going well for you since the year started. Huh. I wonder if there's gonna be another one in the sand here. It's either sand or like cookie dough. One of those two. Oh, this one hasn't evolved yet. Oh, okay. So that guy I fought earlier was like the big surprise for this area. Ugh. I'm terrible at fighting these things. I just keep bumping into them. It's ridiculous. There gonna be another one over here? No? And we still have not beaten all the Metroids in this area because we did not get the celebratory earthquake that we normally get. Didn't get our celebration earthquake, so we still got more to fight down here somewhere. Somewhere. Behold, I am become the Metroid. Blah. I actually kind of look like a Metroid when I do like this. Very silly. This game gave you nightmares as a kid? Yeah. Well, first of all, that's unfortunate, and I'm sorry, especially considering how much I like this game. I'm sorry that is the case, but I could totally see it. The game does have very uncomfortable music. Like, I imagine if you were like a kid playing this with like headphones, it could be really like upsetting. Because it's like kind of weird and like, yeah, off-putting, puts you on edge. I get that. Did you beat it when you played it, Rain? Like, did you ever get to the end, or did you just kind of like play it for a while and what the heck? No, I'm stuck. Oh no, what's going on here? I can't move. I can't move. What happened? I can't move. No, controller. Why? Oh no. I can't even. What's happening? Well, that's unfortunate. Well. Oh, goodness. Let me see if I got a cable. I should be able to move, but I think my controller might have died. Controller? Oh, dang it, it's the wrong kind. Well, fuck. Yep, there she goes. I'll be right back. Unfortunate. Let's see. Plug it in. Oh, dang. Do I have another controller I can use? Yeah, this thing's dead. That's a terrible time for my controller to die. Let me see. I'll be right back. Again. I'm a professional streamer. You can tell by the fact that I never have problems on the air. All right. Well, tell you what. So that controller's dead, unfortunately. Give me a sec. I will hook up the SNES, or I will hook up and find us something else to do for the remaining 30 minutes. Apologies. I put you all on intermission for just a sec. I'll be right back. Oh, my stream has been graced with the Gerb emote. Thank you, Cyber. Very generous. So I found something for us to play. It's not working, so I'm going to have to fix it. But I did find something for us to play. Oh my goodness. This is a mess. But it's a good kind of mess, right? You know, it's a good kind of Thursday evening mess. Oh. Gotta clean the cartridge. You know how it is. You got to clean the cartridge before you can play it. Owned a Game Boy, but you never amassed a large collection like these. You know, I was the same way, honestly. I've never been super into handhelds, for the most part. I had like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 Game Boy games when I was younger. But within recent years, I've been trying to like collect more of them. So I've got a pretty wide collection of Game Boy games now. But yeah, I was kind of the same way. I didn't have much for a while. There we go. It's Contra, baby! Yeah, I gotta fix this. I'm bad about not updating my thing. No. Huh. There we go. Contra. Penguin Wars. I don't even think I know what Penguin Wars is. Sounds awesome though. Edit. Category. Puzzle games like this one you have with mice and stacks of cheese. Those sound cool. I used to play this game with a friend of mine up the street like all the time. We played so much Contra. And you know, I don't think we ever really beat it, actually. Like, I've beaten it since, but I think when I was a kid, we never beat it. We just liked to play it so much. We played this and Jackal all the time. Wait, why can't I hear it? Hang on. Where's my volume? Now, I know a lot of people don't really like the F shot. I actually like the F shot. I think it's got uses because it attacks low and high. I think that's a useful trait that people don't give it credit for enough. It's true that if you have the S does the same thing, but attacks even more locations. So the S is definitely an upgrade over the F, but I think the F has its place. I also really like the L, the laser shot. Ow, my body. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's an unfortunate place to die. Contra's perfect 2-player. Yeah, it's a really good one. Here's a question. Have you ever played the original arcade Contra? I don't think it's as good, really. I didn't like it that much when I tried it out. Like they released a collection called the Contra Anniversary Collection not too terribly long ago for, doggone it. Have I gamed over already? I gamed over already. So good. Yeah, they released the arcade version on the Contra collection. It's really stiff, I think. Like your sprite is huge, and it's really easy to like die at all times because it's an arcade game. Doggone it. So I don't know. I didn't really like the arcade version. I like this version better. Now part of that's probably just because this is the one that this is the one that I grew up with, so I'm familiar with it. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't like the arcade version very much. I like this one. It's also, from what I understand, pretty short. The arcade version is. Like they made this version much longer. Although it does tell sort of the same story. I think in the arcade version there's like only one internal base, maybe, and it's like a maze. I think something like that. Give it that S shot. Nice. Yeah, man, this game is awesome. Although it's another instance of a game series that I know was pretty prolific and made there were like a bunch of them. I really only played this one. I played a little bit of Contra 3. Never beat it, but I don't know. I played this one because I had you know what it probably came down to is I had a friend to play this one with, and I didn't have a friend to play any of the others with, and so I just wasn't really that into them. So good. Base one. But yeah, like in the original arcade one, doggone it. I'm playing terribly tonight. Everything is going wrong. Ever since Metroid stopped working, everything's falling apart. What was I about to say? Gonna throw corn dogs at me? I know you are. I know you want to throw corn dogs at me. I know you all are. There they are. They're the corn dogs. Alright, what's the red guy on this one? I see you. I see you, guy in pajamas. Like weirdo wearing pajamas. Where's the red guy? Is there no red guy on this stage? I thought there was a red guy on every level. Yeah, in the arcade one, like I think you were timed or something, and you could like choose your the direction you wanted to go through the base. It was different. It's just different, but I wasn't that into it. I know there's a red guy here, and I think he gives you the F, and I do want the F if I can get it. Oh, there he is. Ah, doggone it. I was pinned down by all the shots. This is unfortunate. Corn dogs! Why do you all have white bullets? Why are all of our bullets white? What kind of gun fires white bullets? Alright, and now I'm here. I wish I had the F from that previous stage. It would have been very helpful right now. What is this supposed to be? Like a supercomputer, I guess? The parts at the top suggest to me that this is supposed to be a supercomputer. But why does it get damaged when you blow up these flashy things? Does it matter? It's a prime example of like the kind of like technology you just accepted on the NES. You're like, oh yeah, it's a computer or whatever. Shoot it until it blows up. Doesn't matter if you can't figure out what it's supposed to rationally do. It's a computer. Blow it up. Kill it. Kill the computer. Die, computer. I'll kill you. Yay, I did it. Take that, the vile red falcon computer. Away! Waterfall. The fun thing about this level, if you're playing 2-player, is that if you go too fast, your friend dies. Because if they get to the bottom of the screen, yep, they kills them. Can't tell you how many times that happened. Thanks, my friend up the street. When we played, we would usually make it to this stage. This was usually as far as we got. So I'm very familiar with the first 3 stages. Despite the fact that I already gamed over once. Like a loser! Get the B! What does B stand for? Barrier? Binvincibility? Am I binvincible right now? Who can say? How's that guy like it looks like he's like got a snorkel in the waterfall. There's a waterfall though. How's he doing that? How you doing that, dude? How's that work? Oh, S. Everybody loves S. Everybody loves spread shot. It's everyone's favorite. Everyone's like, ah, spread shot's so good. It's just convenient. You know, it hits everything. Very helpful. Lots of shots, lots of damage, lots of coverage, lots of object limit problems, lots of issues with the object limit, all those things and more. So there's a spot right here where if you hang out, like, I think it's here, guys will continuously spawn and you can actually get a bunch of extra lives here. It's not really worth it if you're, you know, playing on a stream, but I do remember my friend and I used to just stand here and kill dudes until we got extra lives. Worked really well. So is this thing sitting like on top of the base, or is it attached to the base? What is this thing? It's just there. A big old alien. What are you doing, man? He's like, this is my house. No, my body. Enter my stomach. Base 2. So base 2 is actually like kind of I have kind of an interesting association with it because, as I mentioned before, my friend and I would usually make it to the waterfall stage. So the few times, yeah, you can farm lives there. Farm lives there. It's very convenient if you need lives and you want to waste the time, because there's no timer in this game, so you can just stand there and farm lives if you want to, but it does take a while. But yeah, the few times that we made it to this stage was always really exciting. It's the same thing from like in Earthworm Jim. The first time my friend and I made it to Snot a Problem was really exciting because it was so hard to beat the tube race. Doggone it. Oh, nice. Extra life. Very good. Ah, he came out with his red pajamas. Curse you, red pajama man. Red pajama soldier. An agent of the vile red falcon. Yeah, what do you got? B? I don't need freaking invincibility. I don't need binvincibility right now. I need gun. I need better gun. Give to me better gun. Better gun is more useful than binvincibility at the moment. What? I killed him, but he didn't give me anything. No, I need a better gun. I've got piddly shots right now. Yeah. Blap 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 blap. Bum 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 bum. What you got? What you got? Oh yeah, spread shot. I'll take spread shot. I love spread shot. Everyone loves spread shot. It's the best. Stop throwing corn dogs at me, dude. You know, it's amazing how many things I apparently thought looked like corn dogs when I was a child. Because I feel like there's several games where I describe things as corn dog-esque. Like I call those the little like flying monsters from Metroid, the ones that have the shells. I call those corn dog monsters. I say these guys throw corn dogs. I guess I just thought everything looked like corn dogs when I was a child. Is it true? Does everything look like corn dogs? Was I correct as a youth? Also, I always felt like these like soldier guys look completely out of place in this game. This monster will now shoot bubbles at me. The true terror of the world, bubbles. You know you're dealing with an advanced alien society when you find out that they can fight you with bubbles. Bubbles are the true terror. It's like, this isn't a computer, it's just like a room. This is the dangerous room, I guess. The snowfield. It's the Boom Chihuahua level, as described by Dan Abadan, because of the noise those bombs make. They sound like they're going Boom Chihuahua. Oh, doggone it. That was a bad situation. It was either Boom Chihuahua death or bullet death. There was no middle ground there. Doggone it. I want that, though. I want the... I always sort of felt like the I just jumped on top of my head. What do you call it? The machine gun is like the professional's choice, because it's like really fast, you know? But it's like very precise. So if like you were really precise in this game, you could probably you know, use the machine gun to great effect. Oh god, freaking football player. Great. That's what those guys always look like to me. They look like football players. Who's throwing those? Like, whose job is it over there to just constantly throw bombs just all day? Oh my gosh, come on, man. You're better than this, Mo. What are you doing? What does the R ability stand for? Rapid fire? I never knew. I just called it the R as a child. Like the other ones I was like, S is, you know, like spread, L is laser, M is machine gun, F is fire, or just F. I actually think I usually just called it the F ability. But what is R? What is it supposed to stand for? Like, I don't... Does it even do anything when you get it? I don't know. I have no idea. Hey, guys. Oh, no. This thing. Another random brainwave from childhood. When I was a kid, I had a children's book. Oh, jeez. Ah, doggone it. Great. I had a children's book called Max Tracks, and it was like a book about like sentient cars, but they were like cool cars, and they were like rescue vehicles or whatever. Come on, go, blow up. Doggone it. R stood for rifle? That makes sense, I guess. I'm glad that it doesn't downgrade you to the basic shot, though. I just never really knew what it was supposed to do. But yeah, like, the Max Tracks vehicles kind of looked like that thing I just fought. That little tank. And so I remember thinking as a kid, it's like, oh, it's a Max Tracks car. Awesome. And then I killed it. Which is a shame because, you know, again, the cars in Max Tracks were sentient. They were alive. And so I was murdering one. But, you know, it's fine. It's a video game. It's fine. Blip. Ba-doo. Bip, 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 ba-doo. Bip, 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 ba-doo. Bip, 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 ba-doo. I swear I'm usually better at this game than this. I'm kind of disappointed in my own playing tonight. In general, I feel like I have not been doing terribly well. Like that. That's a good example. There, finally. Took forever to kill that guy. I wasn't even Wow. Those bombs always remind you of deposit tubes at a bank. Yeah, I could see that. Alright. Let's try and do it again. Let's try to do it again so I can not embarrass myself as much. Maybe? That'd be nice. Oy vey. Y'all still love me, right? Y'all still think I'm an okay player, right? Even if I fell in the water multiple times there. Hey, I finally made it across. Awesome. Doggone it. Nuts. Yeah, they absolutely do look like deposit tubes at a bank. I remember, again, when I was a child, I would go to the drive-through window with my mom, and she would put the little deposit tube thing in there. I remember thinking they looked like those things. That and the two things that the deposit tubes reminded me of were those bombs, and great, and what do you call it? The ooze tube from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2: The Secret of the Ooze. I always thought that they looked like those too. What's this? You got blowed up? Yeah, I got blowed up. It's pretty sad. It's pretty genuinely terrible, honestly. Can't believe how badly I did. I'd like to have some sort of excuse for it, but I don't really. I just played very badly there. Blowed up. The Secret of the Ooze. I remember when I was younger, I had a friend who every time he would spend the night, we would always watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like every time. It was really fun. I enjoyed always watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with this one friend. Watched it so much. I have such fond memories of that one movie with that one friend. You just couldn't get enough of that one movie, apparently. Do you have any movies like that in your life where, like, you just kind of watch the same thing over and over again, and you're just, or like movies or like media or games or whatever, where you're just sort of like, you can't get enough of this one thing. It's just comforting to you to play this one, or play or watch or whatever, this one thing, and so you just keep doing it even though you like know it by heart. TURTLE power. Yep. With the completely incorrect lyrics about Raphael being the leader of the group, transformed from the norm by the nuclear goop. He wasn't the leader at all. Where did that guy get that from? I don't know. In the stage show? He was the leader? I think I had a TV, like a VHS of the stage show, and I didn't know anything about like the concept of stage shows, and so I just thought it was like a terrible alternative to like the movie, and I remember not watching it very much. I was like, I don't want to watch this. I want to watch the good one. I don't want to watch this thing. Remember, that's where the song is from? Oh, really? That's interesting. Didn't know that. I always learn things from you, Cyber. You always got good information. Whatever. So when I was a kid, my friend and I would play this, and he would always go for the S. Like he always said, like, I want to get the S. And so since it was his system, I had to go along with that. And I was like, okay, well, I'll always get the L. And so I actually got pretty decent at using the L, surprisingly. And like, I think that decision has actually affected a lot of my preferences as far as games go. So nowadays I tend to really like multi-hit weapons, like weapons where it's like it has some detriment, like maybe it's slower or something like that, but it does extra, like it hits extra times or something like that, because that's what the L does, is it hits multiple times for each shot. And I like that. So it's just funny how like little things can like affect your preferences. Oh, that's okay. It's a cool idea. You were just you're introducing your headcanon as though it was real, and it was cool, so it's fine. Doggone it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, can y'all see it? Can y'all see the game starting to mess up? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, Contra, don't mess up. It's starting to fray. The vile red falcon is trying to prevent me from moving forward. Yeah, I think y'all could see it on the capture. It's starting to go bad. Oh, it says raise 2. How long will we last? How long will it still be legible? You and your corn dogs, leave me alone. Is there a red guy here? I need a power up. A power up if I'm gonna fight the game slowly corrupting. It's starting to go bad. It's starting to get really bad. We will last as long as we can. How long will Bill Reiser be able to stand up against the threat of Nintendo problems? Ow. Nintendo problems and, gameplay problems. What you got? Yeah. I'll take the F. On a side note about the F, though, like the F got a lot better in Contra 3. Because it actually operates as like a flamethrower in Contra 3. Works really well. I can't say corn dog without saying like corn dogs. I like that. I like that particular alert because it just, like, the way the guy says it, it sounds like he's hearing about corn dogs for the first time in his life. And he's just like, oh, corn dogs, corn dogs. Amazing. Corn dogs. Try them with your favorite beverage. At the refreshment stand now. Well, I mean, the game's still kind of holding together. The funny thing about, like, NES games is that a lot of times, even as the graphics get corrupted like this, you can still play. Like, all the level geometry and stuff is still there, so, like, the game is still functional. It's just really distorted looking. So, I don't know. It's kind of a funny thing about Nintendo games. Like, oftentimes they will, even if the graphics corrupt, the game coding is simple enough that it can continue to play despite that. And so you can, like, get in these situations where, all the graphics are getting funky, but, you're still playing the game normally. It's funny how many things, like, the nature of, like, early video games kind of impacted in terms of our expectations about games. Like, take that. I mean, this is a good example. If, for example, This, oh, it fixed itself. No, it changed its mind. It almost fixed itself, and then it changed its mind back. If, for example, this thing where like the graphics messed up and stuff never happened, you know, we wouldn't have that notion of like glitchy old games. You know, that wouldn't be a thing, and probably, you know, any of those creepypasta kind of games where they have like glitches and stuff, none of that would exist because it wouldn't be a thing. There would be it wouldn't be a reference to anything. Same thing for like translation issues. You know, it's like that's such a common like, you know, gamer joke is this idea of like poorly translated games. But, you know, take Japan for example. They don't have any of that culture because, you know, their games weren't translated from anything. They were just already in Japanese. I don't know. It's just something I think about. Like, there's so many games that are like famous for having like janky translations in America that, you know, that's not a factor in Japan. Like, those games probably don't have any of those kind of, you know, they don't have any of those jokes or anything. You know, like Castlevania 2. Like, Castlevania 2 has this notoriously, you know, bad translation or whatever. That's not a thing in Japan, you know? Makes me wonder if the game is much better received over there. I don't know. Dang it. Oh, the graphics jank. The graphics jank is giving me a little bit of a fit with these bubbles. I'll be honest with you. Okay, there's one. Why were there so many, heading to the arcade? Well, I'm glad to see you, man. Enjoy that arcade. Hope you win things. Hope you race some people and beat some ghosts and all your stuff. Next time I go to the arcade, I will buy a memory card so that I can try to race you. Beep, beep. What does that say? Oh my, it's getting real bad now. It's getting real bad now. I want to keep trying until I either game over again or the game becomes completely unplayable. This is the genuine NES experience. That's what that is. One of the scariest things about this is that since the enemy shots are just like little tiny, you know, red dots, it makes it that much more difficult since the graphics are all messed up. Oh my goodness. Everything blows up in this game. Why is that? Why do these football players explode when you shoot them? Come on, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, awesome. I did it. I survived. I survived the Max Trax robot. Nice, got an extra life back. Very helpful. Come on. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Yeah, I did it. Yay! I survived. Hooray. Ah, you. Wonder if anyone out there can tell me what causes this kind of like graphical distortion. Like, is it like out of memory or something? Like, is it poorly optimized code? What causes these things to happen? Because it happens in a fair number of NES games, so it's not like it's just one game. It's like a bunch of games have this sort of thing happen. I wonder what causes it. I don't know. Gotcha. Into the base. Looks like it says Mumfrey Zone. Welcome to the Mumfrey Zone. Get in the zone. Mumfrey Zone. Well, still able to play. The game hasn't caused me to stop playing yet. We're gonna keep going. How long can I last? In the dang it! In the well, I gamed over. No, more Mumfrey Zone. I want that L, though. I want this. Yeah! I like the L. I always kind of got the impression that, like again, getting back to sort of when my friend and I used to play, we had kind of like expected power-ups. Like I would always get the F and the L, and he would always get the M and the S. And yeah, so like when I have a particular affinity for those two weapon types. What the heck, man? I want that B. Yeah. I'd say the only real problem with the B in general is that it just kind of wears off abruptly. So like if you're not paying attention, you can very easily just kill yourself because you think you still have invincibility and you don't any longer. This is the beefy guy, isn't it? Yeah, this guy. Weirdo. Ow, nuts. I'll stop here. All right, well, this was a weird stream, but hopefully it was fun for y'all. In the next stream, we will probably be back on either Metroid II or Front Mission Gun Hazard. So I hope you come back and join me for that. I'm the MoeChicken. This has been Metroid 2 and then Contra, extremely glitchy Contra, and Hame Uver Kuntirnun Fan.